It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears, next on Madden NFL 24.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. Charles, the Bears trying to piece things back together after a tough 3-14 campaign. They've got one guy they can build around, though, and that's Justin Fields.
And he is quite the talent, and they're trying to build around him indeed because they've added pieces in free agency, added pieces in the NFL draft. They want to get away from him having to use his legs as much as he did in 2022. They want to be able to throw the ball and move the ball downfield that way as well.
And meanwhile, the Titans last year, they were one of those strange statistical anomalies, CD. When you look at their defense, they were the best in football, #1 overall against the run, but worst in the league, number 32 against the pass.
And part of the reason they were #1 against the run, the struggles they had slowing people down through the air, so people threw it and threw it and threw it and had great success. And a team that should have been in the playoffs last year somehow managed to miss it.
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
Tannehill to throw on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
On first down, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's Fields. Incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
We never got to see Landry build on a 12-sack breakout in 2021 because a torn ACL cost him all of last season. After a full year to recover, 2023 should be a return to form for the Pro Bowler.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry fighting through. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Tannehill. And the catch made by Hopkins. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers. They see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Julius Chestnut. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Hopkins complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On 1st down, Tannehill going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
That's a Bears 48-yard line.
2nd and 6. To throw is Tannehill. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tannehill. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Fields. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Read option, here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Herbert. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd down, here's Fields. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, Herbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That was a quarter blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach,
adjustments
likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll run with Herbert. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll run this with Homer. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
To the air again, Fields eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Monty Rice, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, 15 yards. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, they go again with Henry. A strong running. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So from the 37, here's a second down and 9. Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Cockrell holds it in left side.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert now on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 14-7. Just under 2 minutes to go. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Tannehill gets it to Burks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Tannehill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tannehill to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make...
Oh, wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill's throw pulled in by Hopkins. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking it's 1 on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.